Everyone is aware of the harm an overheated car engine can cause. The situation ought to be avoided. So what should you do if the AC is on and the car overheats but you can't seem to stop it? In this brief video, we'll start with the problem's root cause. After that, we'll demonstrate how to fix them. It's the Car Problems YouTube channel. Subscribe and let's get started. We will begin with the causes. Increased engine load. The engine in your car can only take so much strain. The motor may begin to overheat if you are pushing your car past its breaking point. The load placed on the engine is increased when the air conditioner is running. The temperature could gradually rise if you combine this with pulling hefty loads up incline. After ruling out any mechanical issues, you might want to consider your driving style. You may have unrealistic expectations for your current car. Condenser installed in front of radiator. Cool air can be diverted from its intended use if the condenser is placed in front of the radiator. Maintaining a low engine temperature becomes more challenging when there is not enough cold air in the radiator. Condenser failure is also always a possibility. The condenser's fins have a tendency to accumulate debris and contaminants. Heat transfer is not as effective when the fins are clogged. Incompetent cooling system. If the condenser is working properly, the problem may simply be with the cooling system. Frequently, a bad water pump is to blame. Heat cannot be dissipated effectively when the water pump stops functioning as it should. Another possibility is that there isn't enough coolant in the tank to perform the cooling function as intended. In other cases, a lack of AC refrigerant might be putting the system under more strain than is necessary. Overloaded AC compressor. The compressor adds to the engine's workload when the AC is on. When you turn on the AC, keep an eye on your RPMs to see this. Failure may occur if the compressor seizes or the accessory belt stops rotating. The engine begins to overheat very quickly. Bad radiator fan. A cooling fan is necessary to maintain a reasonable temperature. The engine will overheat if the cooling fan fails. On a highway, however, you might not notice it as much because the speed of the vehicle keeps the air flowing. When you are in traffic and using the AC, you will notice it the most. The radiator may not be able to receive the air it requires if you start to drive more slowly. Defective coolant sensor. The engine coolant temperature sensor is in charge of informing the control module when to activate the cooling fans. If this doesn't work, the engine might get too hot. Coolant doesn't flow properly when the temperature sensor doesn't send the correct signal. If you use the AC while driving and put an excessive amount of strain on the engine, the situation could get even worse. How to fix a car that overheats when AC is on. As soon as the car starts to overheat, you need to identify the issue. It's crucial to prevent the engine from overheating because it could lead to immediate permanent damage. The following steps will assist you in determining what is happening. Connect an OBD scanner. Your code scanner can assist you in identifying the issue if there are warning lights on the dashboard. Connect your OBD scanner to the port located under the steering wheel. A code or codes that can be used to identify the issue should be revealed. To resolve the problems, consult any online trouble code library with the information you receive. Check coolant level. It's best to start with the coolant level before you take any significant steps. It's likely that you only need to add a little bit more. If the coolant level is low, you should check the system for leaks as well. Gaskets, seals, and hoses can all become worn out over time, which makes it possible for fluid to seep out. If you don't fix these leaks before adding more fluid, you'll find yourself back in the same situation later. Make sure the radiator and condenser are not damaged. The radiator and condenser should then be inspected. If you notice any damage, have it fixed as soon as possible. You can spare yourself from a much higher bill than with an engine replacement for the price of a radiator or condenser. Inspect the radiator and AC condenser fan. Most radiators on the market today have an electric fan. A multimeter can be used to check the functionality of these fans. The fan might not be operating in addition to a blown fuse because of something holding it up. Check the fan physically for any obstructions. Clean it out as necessary. Refill and diagnose the AC system. Refill it if a shortage of AC refrigerant might be to blame. To lessen the load on the engine, you want the AC system to function as effectively as possible. In addition to this, you should take care of any mechanical problems you discover. Keep in mind to consult your vehicle's service manual for the right procedures. Contact a professional. It's acceptable that not everyone is familiar with the fundamentals of the cooling system. If you're not sure where to begin, ask a nearby mechanic for more guidance. Even if you can identify what's wrong, there may be times when the problem is beyond your knowledge or you don't have the necessary tools. There is no shame in asking for assistance to make sure the problem is fixed correctly.